Imagine for a moment that you are not entirely who you think you are. You look in the mirror and see a human being, a product of millions of years of primate evolution, but hidden deep within the double helix of your DNA, buried in the very code that builds your bones, your brain, and your heart, lies a dark and ancient secret. 8% of your genetic makeup is not human at all. It is viral. You are quite literally a hybrid of man and machine-like biological invaders. These are the Endogenous Retroviruses, or ERVs, the silent ghosts of a war that began before the first human ever walked the earth. For decades, scientists dismissed vast stretches of our genome as junk DNA. It was seen as genetic clutter, the discarded leftovers of evolution. But as we began to map the human blueprint, a terrifying reality emerged. This junk wasn't empty space, it was a graveyard of ancient pathogens. Millions of years ago, predatory viruses hijacked the reproductive cells of our ancestors, stitching their own malicious code into the line of inheritance. They didn't just kill their hosts, they became them. This wasn't a temporary infection, it was a permanent occupation. Mystery Code has spent months digging through the latest genomic research to understand how this silent invasion changed the course of our history. What we found is a narrative of survival that defies everything we thought we knew about our own biology. We aren't just carrying these viruses, we are living in a truce with them. But every truce has a price. These viral remnants have been passed down through countless generations, lying dormant like unexploded landmines in every cell of your body. The question isn't just why they are there, but what happens if they ever decide to wake up. To understand the scale of this mystery, we have to go back to the dawn of the mammalian era. The viruses that now make up 8% of our DNA were once active killers, similar to modern-day HIV. They were masters of infiltration, capable of breaking into a cell's nucleus and rewriting its operating system. Usually, when a virus infects a person, it dies with them. But these ancient retroviruses performed a rare and terrifying trick. They infected the germline, the eggs and sperm. Once they were inside those reproductive cells, they became immortal. Every child born from that point on carried the virus as a fundamental part of their being. It was a total genetic takeover. Over millions of years, this process happened again and again, with different strains of viruses carving out territory in our ancestors' genomes. It's estimated that there are nearly 100,000 of these viral fragments scattered throughout your DNA. If you were to stretch out all the DNA in a single human body, the viral portion would reach all the way to the moon and back several times. We are walking museums of ancient plagues. We are the survivors of a biological siege that should have wiped us out, but instead it rebuilt us from the inside out. But here is where the story takes a turn into the truly bizarre. Evolution is a ruthless opportunist. Instead of simply trying to delete these viral invaders, our bodies began to scavenge them for parts. Scientists discovered a protein called syncytin, which is essential for the development of the human placenta. Without syncytin, a mother's body would reject the fetus as a foreign object, and human life would be impossible. But where did this vital protein come from? It didn't evolve from human genes. It is a direct product of an ancient retrovirus that our ancestors absorbed millions of years ago. Think about the implications of that. The very thing that makes us mammals, the mechanism that allows us to bear live young, is a gift from a viral parasite. We didn't just survive the infection, we co-opted the enemy's weapons to build our own families. This realization has shaken the scientific community to its core. If our most fundamental reproductive processes are driven by viral code, then how much of our human behavior is actually being dictated by these ancient guests? Mystery Code believes this is the key to understanding the true nature of the human species. Despite their usefulness, these viruses are far from harmless. They are often referred to as sleeping giants. Under normal circumstances, our bodies use a complex system of genetic locks to keep these viral sequences suppressed. We wrap them in tight protein shells and coat them in chemical markers to ensure they never express themselves. But these locks are not foolproof. In some cases, the guards fall asleep. Research has linked the reactivation of these ancient viruses to some of the most devastating diseases known to man, including multiple sclerosis, ALS, and various forms of aggressive cancer. In the case of MS, scientists have found that a specific family of these viruses, known as HERVW, seems to trigger a massive inflammatory response in the brain. It's as if the body's immune system suddenly recognizes the enemy within and goes into a state of total war, destroying healthy tissue in a desperate attempt to purge the virus. But the virus is part of the DNA itself. The body is essentially attacking its own blueprint. This is the dark side of our hybrid nature. We are carrying a ticking time bomb, a biological legacy of death that can be triggered by environmental factors we still don't fully understand. The mystery deepens when we look at the brain. Recent studies have shown that these ancient viruses are highly active in human neurons, particularly in the regions responsible for complex thought and memory. Some researchers suggest that these viral sequences might have played a role in the rapid expansion of the human brain, providing the genetic flexibility needed for us to develop language and self-awareness. It raises a haunting question. Is human consciousness a side effect of a viral infection? Are our thoughts and dreams just the byproduct of an ancient parasite's evolutionary tinkering? Here is where the evidence leads us into even darker territory. Some theorists believe that these 8% of viral sequences were not accidental. They argue that the precision with which these viruses integrated into the human genome suggests a form of biological engineering. Could these viruses have been a tool used by an unknown force to guide human evolution? It sounds like science fiction, but the more we learn about the complexity of these genetic inserts, the more they look like deliberate pieces of code. We are like a computer running an operating system that has been patched by a mysterious hacker. Mystery Code will now reveal the chilling possibility that few dare to discuss. If these viruses helped build us, could they also be programmed to destroy us? Some biologists point to the fact that we are currently living through a period of rapid environmental change. We are exposing ourselves to new chemicals, radiation, and synthetic pathogens. What if one of these factors acts as a universal key, unlocking all 100,000 viral sequences at once? It would be a biological reset, a moment where our own DNA turns against us in a wave of ancient pestilence that no medicine could stop. This isn't just speculation. We have seen evidence of this reactivation in laboratory settings. When certain cells are stressed, the junk DNA starts to hum with activity. The viral sequences begin to produce proteins, and in some cases, they even attempt to form new viral particles. It's as if they are waiting for the right signal to resume their conquest. We aren't just carrying the ghosts of the past. We are carrying a dormant army, and we have no idea who holds the orders to mobilize them. But let's look at the final piece of the puzzle. If we are 8% virus, and that 8% is responsible for our survival and our intelligence, then what does it mean to be human? Perhaps the traditional definition of a species is obsolete. We are not a pure lineage. We are a mosaic, a collection of different life forms merged into a single organism. The line between the host and the parasite has blurred into non-existence. To understand ourselves, we must stop looking at viruses as external enemies and start seeing them as the architects of our existence. The reveal of our true nature is both terrifying and awe-inspiring. We are the ultimate survivors. We took the most lethal pathogens in the history of the world and turned them into the building blocks of our bodies. Every breath you take, every thought you have, and every child you bring into this world is a testament to this ancient, uneasy alliance. We are the children of the virus. We are the hybrid masters of a world that once tried to kill us, but instead became a part of us forever. Mystery Code concludes that we are standing on the edge of a new frontier in human understanding. The 8% of our DNA that we once ignored is likely the most important part of who we are. It is the record of our struggles, the source of our strength, and the potential cause of our eventual downfall. As we continue to unlock the secrets of the human genome, we must be prepared for the truth. We are not the masters of our own house. We are just the latest occupants in a genetic fortress that was built by the very enemies we thought we had defeated long ago. The next time you look in the mirror, remember that you are looking at more than just a person. You are looking at a living archive of millions of years of viral warfare. You are looking at a creature that is part man and part ancient pathogen. The 8% is not just a statistic. It is your history, your power, and your greatest mystery. The viruses are still there, hidden in the dark corners of your code, watching, waiting, and forever a part of the human story. The invasion didn't end millions of years ago. It's happening inside you, right now, as you listen to these words. This is the reality of our existence. We are the beautiful, terrifying result of a cosmic accident, or perhaps a deliberate design. Either way, the truth is written in your blood. The viral ghosts of the past have found a permanent home in the future of our species. And as we move forward into an uncertain world, we carry them with us, the silent partners in the grand, mysterious experiment we call humanity. The mystery of the 8% is not just a scientific curiosity. It is the ultimate answer to the question of who we are and where we are going. In the end, we may find that our humanity is not something we possess, but something we share with the microscopic invaders of the ancient past. We are the hybrid, the chimera, the survivor. And the story of the virus is and always will be the story of us. Mystery Code reminds you that the truth is often hidden in plain sight, tucked away in the very code that makes you, you. Don't be afraid of the dark matter within. It is the very thing that allowed you to exist in the first place. The virus is not just in your DNA. It is the soul of the human machine. As we close this chapter of our investigation, we are left with one final thought. If we were rebuilt by viruses once, what's to stop it from happening again? Evolution never stops. It is a continuous process of adaptation and assimilation. We may be 8% virus today, but what will we be tomorrow? The journey of the human genome is far from over, and the next great leap in our evolution might just come from the next great infection. Until then, keep questioning, keep searching, and never forget that you are more than the sum of your human parts.